let's start with foundation. If you already watch your class theory makeup, you will know exactly what are the questions that I'm going to be asking now. First question is my model light, medium, or dark? She is right on that border where it's light to medium. Second question is, what is her undertone? Again, like I said, do not look on the face. You want to look either on the neck or the chest. She has a little bit of pink on her skin and a little bit of yellow, so it makes her in that neutral a little bit. I'm going to add to her foundation a hint of green to neutralize anything that is red, and we're going to take it from there. So let's test the foundation first. I already pre-prepared my hand palette, and I just picked just a random foundation, and I'm going to test it right on her chin, and it's close enough, but it has too much yellow. So that's mean I'm going to take a little bit of the lavender, add it to my foundation so it cut down a little bit of that yellow. Now mix everything together, and you're going to try one more time the color. So again, I come back, put it next to it, blend, and it's pretty close. Now I need to add the green, so I cannot neutralize the pink. So I'm going to take the green that I have ready, and remember, you always add in pen sizes, very, very little. Mix, mix, mix. Come back, do one more stroke, and take a look. Perfect. We have the color in. And it's because I added the green into the foundation, it's going to actually neutralize all my shades in her skin. First thing I'm going to do is just go over those acne so that I know that they are covered. And now I need to ask myself, do I need light, medium, or full coverage? She really doesn't need full coverage. I'm going to go with a medium coverage. I'm going to pick up a little bit of a face oil. This is a dry face oil. And all what I need to add is just one drop so that it liquefy my foundation a little bit more. Mix your whole foundation together and take your time mixing. Don't be in a rush. Once you feel that it's liquefied, your brush is saturated, start with the area that you need the most coverage, which is actually the cheek area. And make sure you dab. Don't start by blending. If you start by blending, you're going to use a lot of product, and you really don't need a lot of product. So first, dab, dab, dab everywhere. Make sure you don't put too much pressure. If you put too much pressure, it's going to lift your product, especially on the area that we wanted to color correct. Here we go. Now that I have almost everything in, I'm going to come back and start blending. Cheeks go down. Notice how my bristle barely move. If you put too much pressure, you're going to look and see streaks. You do not want to see streaks. Where I need coverage, I just stipple. Stipple, stipple, stipple. She have like 3 acne in here that are red, so I'm going to be stippling on that area only. Forehead goes up. And make sure you get into the hairline because we do not want to see a demarcation line. Turn toward me. And we're going to do this side as well. Take your time. I highly recommend that you exercise and practice skin before you move into the eyes. So this is a video. Put it on off, train, do the skin, take your time, and then come back and finish the makeup look. This is all what we need as far as coverage. I have a little bit more left in here, so I'm going to come on this area. I can see it needs a little bit more. And now I can move on into concealer. Now, if you notice, under her eyes, it's a little bit dark, but she is a light to medium skin tone. So to neutralize dark, and it's actually more of a brown color, we're going to need a peach tone. Remember color theory. So I'm going to come back, mix a little bit of white with my orange to create that peach tone, and take your concealer palette. I'm going to start by this area here because this is where actually she have a lot of pigment, and it's mostly that blue vein that we see. So put the color corrector first. Make sure you clean your brush, come back and start blending it. Don't spread it too much. Leave it there. We're going to apply concealer right on top of it. Dab, dab, dab. And it's completely neutralized. Now I can come back, and I already applied concealer next on my hand. And the concealer have to be one shade lighter to the skin or the same exact shade of the skin. It's up to you and what you prefer, and it depends on the time of the day that my client will be wearing her makeup. So if it's daytime, I will go with the same shade of the foundation. If it's evening time, I will go one shade lighter. So concealer, I'm going to go over the area that actually I already neutralized, and I'm going to put a little bit here on the outer corner. I'm not putting it everywhere. If I put it everywhere, it's going to be a very heavy looking concealer, and you don't want to see. Makeup is optical illusion. You are not supposed to see all those products on the skin. So apply the product. I'm going to switch to a clean brush, and I like to use white fluffy brush just because it blends more and faster. You can use any brush for anything. They're an extension of your hand. Just make sure that you don't put pressure on them, and it does fit where you're using them. Can you open and look up a little bit? So now whatever I have left, I'm going to bring it to the middle, and this way you avoid any creasing line under the eye. So let's do this area. Close your eyes. So dab, dab, dab. Make sure you take your time. Don't be in a rush. And dab, dab, dab. Open and look up. Bring whatever is left right to the middle section. And we have a perfect neutralized zone under the eye area. Close your eyes. And now just take your blush and just go down into the skin so that the concealer and the foundation merge, so we don't see a line. Again, you do the same in this area. Here we go. And the skin complexion is done. Now I'm moving into contouring.